What is up? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm back here working on this 2024 dually, and in the last video kind of got the rad support changed, pretty much everything under the hood all wrapped up, and well, did get it running, but I haven't drove it yet. So to drive it, I still need to change, put a new front windshield in here, bleed the brakes out. I guess I can pretty much install all the body panels, like the fenders, front bumper, the grille, and all that stuff I got set out here. I'm not going to paint anything on this in this video. And I also have the fascia, but I ended up buying a brand new GM glass or front windshield. So it was actually not too much more than an aftermarket one. They did price match it a little bit, so it was pretty close, and they're just way better quality, I find. And then also in the last video, if you saw, the front or the gauge cluster was busted, so I installed a new one, and I just need to program it. So I'll show you how I'm going to program it in this video, and I guess then also install this front steering wheel. I have a new harness. I went and picked up a few parts today or this morning, so I should have everything, I think, to make it run and drive. And I need to hook up the steering shaft too, and that's about it. The back is all pretty much wrapped up. I have one, I just need to reroute that one bent line on the filler neck, and everything else on the back I think is ready to rock and roll. So I just need to finish up the stuff on the front end here, and then I should be able to kind of get it pretty close. So I think I'm just gonna get the window prepped. I think Dad's coming over here, and I'll get him to help me install it, and then get all these body panels installed and do a bleed on them brakes. So I did move it a little bit, but I had no brakes at all, so I didn't want to like run into the wall with it or something. So anyways, let's start getting these body panels and the window prepped, and then change that steering wheel harness, and maybe we'll do some programming on that cluster. Alright, so I pretty much got the whole front end together here, and it's looking pretty good. So I got the fenders lined up for the most part. I still need to adjust my the front bumper. This side needs to go up a little bit. That side's just a little higher. I mean, that side could actually go up some too, but I need to take this all back apart to paint anyway, so I'll just kind of fine tune it there when I do that. And then this fender and everything is lined up pretty nice. So I need to adjust the hood a little bit, but I think I'm going to do now, I'm going to put up on the hoist, probably just drop the oil, check all the fluids in the diff and the transfer case and everything, and maybe top up that coolant since I let it run for a little bit. So everything should be nice and hot right now. So yeah, I'd probably change the oil, fuel filter, all that stuff, and then could probably just after that program that cluster and everything, and then we should be able to go for the first drive. I think I'm pretty much good to go. I think the brakes feel good. I'll just check everything underneath, make sure it's all good to go, and then we'll go for the first drive after I program that cluster. I think that's something I'm going to invest in, is maybe a better oil catcher, because I'm just using this. Works all right, but it would be nice to make such a big mess to have one of them oil catchers you can just drive right under and then pump the oil out. That worked not too bad actually. Didn't even spill all over Zeke. So I'll let this drain for a bit here, and then I'm gonna probably check all the other fluids, but everything else underneath here looks really good. And then I'll probably just give it a nice bath, wash up everything under here, just because I had some fluids that I spilled and stuff. And then I guess I can also throw these skid plates on, but yeah, like just some power steering fluid that I spilled and stuff up here. Give her a nice wash underneath, and then that should be wrapped up for the bottom anyways. I'm just launching TechLine Connect here, and I'm going to try to program this new gauge cluster, and then also we need to go under the diagnostics and clear the airbag control module, because I already replaced the seatbelts and everything. But on these ones I used to send or like pull them out and take them to send them to safety store, but you can actually clear them on the using like the AC Delco TechLine Connect here. So we'll just set this all up here. This usually takes a while to get through all the steps. Yes. And then I'm also just using it's just called, I don't know if you can see it there. It's a VCX. Or you can get the AC Delco one, but the AC Delco ones are very expensive, and this one will do different models and stuff. Like you can do Audi and Dodge and all the ones with this. All right, so finally got into the service programming system here and connected to the truck. So pretty much all we have to do is go to replace and reprogram for the cluster. So we'll just find the instrument panel cluster control module. Is that what that is? I think it's this one. Programming, graphics program. Let's go to programming, I think. Next. Says so it's going to take one of my VIN slots that I bought. They're 60 bucks. So proceed. Okay, so now that the programming is finished, what you're gonna do, or what I usually have to do, is go to the serial data authentication configuration. So for some reason, if you don't do this, it'll still give you a code and stuff on the truck there. So all you do is click on this, make sure the vehicle's off. Let's open the door here, and it'll just do its thing. Okay, so now just finish that up, and I'll just go proceed with same in, but we should be all done here. And I think I should be ready to fire this thing up, and then we can see how many kilometers are actually on this truck. Because usually it's just it's stored somewhere, and then once you reprogram the cluster, it just automatically pops up. So I think I should be ready to start. So if everything works, yep, it's all good. So we got 25,432K. So a little more than I was thinking. I thought, just from the Carfax, I thought it was like around 15,000K on it, but still pretty low. But I'm just gonna maybe clear these codes or see what these codes are here, but I think they're probably just from the serial data and all a bunch of other stuff. So I have no airbag lights either from clearing that the codes from the airbag control module, and I think it's just probably the serial data codes, I think. So I will clear these codes. I guess we'll just read them here in a second, and then yeah, she will take this thing for a drive, and then I think I'm going to take it for a self inspection tomorrow. So just go and check everything over. I still do some aligning on like the hood and stuff, but for the most part I got this thing all together here, and I'm just gonna leave the wheel well liner. I'm just missing that one, but this side is in, and the wheel well trim I'm just gonna leave off for now until I'm obviously gonna paint this up pretty soon. I just want to go get it inspected first, and then I should be good to go. So I'll just got a few little things to tidy up on this thing for tonight, and then tomorrow in the morning I'm gonna head into the salvage inspection. So I pretty much everything put together in this truck, and I got no lights or anything, and I'm just gonna take it for his first drive here. And we're actually going to, me and Zeke, hey, we're going to pick up a frame just pretty close to me for another truck here that I'm doing. So we'll take this thing on its first test drive, and these cameras are awesome. But everything seems pretty good. I haven't got a wheel alignment yet, so the wheel alignment's probably going to be a little bit off. Stuck sloppy out, Zeke. So we'll see how much this wheel alignment's out here, but it should be pretty close. All the suspension was untouched, so. Pretty much good. It seems the toes just off a little bit. Zeke's laying back down in my pile of junk, so yeah, that's not bad actually at all. It drives pretty much straight. It just seems like the toe adjusts, so I'll take that in, get a wheel alignment at the dealership, and kind of feels like maybe the front wheels need to be balanced too, but besides that, it drives pretty good. Right, two-wheel drive. So let's go pick up this frame, and then when we get back to the shop, I'll probably wash it up here, and then I guess it's pretty much all wrapped up except for paint, I think. Alright, so I went and got the frame picked up there, and this thing drives pretty darn nice. So pretty much just have some paint work left to do on it. This one wheel well liner for some reason is back ordered, so hopefully that shows up here pretty soon. But I'll probably just take it to the farm now and start doing some body work on it. Just pretty much have these couple little things in the store here to push out, and everything else is pretty much mint on it. I may or may not fix all these rock chips. Like, look at all that. This is where it gets hammered from the rocks. And I do have a set of running boards for it, coming for it. So maybe if I repainted this box, I could get some 3M down to like here or something, and it would maybe protect that a little bit more. But I think it's just gonna get hammered either way right there. It would look pretty cool with the bumpers color match, but I don't know. It's probably not worth doing that to this thing. But here's the new frame. This is for that 2016 I'm building, and this is the parts truck for that 2016. That's the 2016, so I got all kinds of cabs everywhere, but there'll be a video on that pretty soon. But anyways, that's gonna be a wrap for this video on the dually, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.